I think we can start the meeting. Let me share the screen. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the KubeEdge community meeting. Today is March 24th, the Pacific Friendly Time this week. Thank you all for joining the meeting. Yeah, I can see a lot of new attendees. Please add your name to the attendees section. And also, let me check if we have new members. Anyone would you like to introduce yourself? 哎，有没有新上来的人想自我介绍一下的？ All right. If not, let's start the meeting. So please, yeah, again, please everyone on the meeting add your name to the attendees section. So today, the first item on the agenda, we have a very interesting topic running Istio book info demo on KubeEdge. Who is going to give this presentation?
我来吧。
Okay. So I will stop sharing, and if you are presenting in Chinese, I will have to translate.
可以看到我的屏幕吗？能看到终端吗？
可以。
能看到终端是吧？好。
对，是个终端的窗口。
好。我这边展示一下，就是说怎么在边缘集群上，然后用 1.6 最新的 Edge 的 List Watch 的特性，然后跑一个 Flame 的 CNI， 然后的话Book Info 的这个 Istio 的 Book Info 的 demo 跑一下，然后这个 Book Info 的这4个6个 pod 呢全部跑在终端，然后的 Istio 的控制面呢是在云，然后呢首先大家可以看到是我这边的节点情况，然后是1.113是我的 master K8s 的 master， 然后它的Cloud Core 呢也是在 1.113， 然后 Edge Core 呢是 2.135， 然后呢它现在已经跑起来了，然后也已经加入进来了，然后的话我的 Edge Core 和 Cloud Core 用的是最新的 1.6.1 的版本，然后的话至于该怎么配置的话，就是
有一个 issue 是吗？
对，有一个这边有一个插件的问题，把我的终端卡掉了。有一个 issue， 对，显示了，哎，能看到我的界面上是桌面吗？是
可以。
浏览器是吗？对，这个 issue 上详细的描述了，说是怎么需要改哪些地方，然后这样的话能让这个Flano 首先是能让 Flano 用上这个Edge 的 List Watch 的特性，就是你需要为了用这个边缘的 List Watch 的特性的话，你需要首先是让 Flano 的KubeAPI URL 的这个参数使用我们这个边缘 List Watch 的这个10550的这个端口，然后为了启用你的边缘的 List Watch 的特性呢，你需要去修改你的配置，这边的话你需要修改你的 Met Server 是 Enable， 这个默认是 Disable， 然后还需要去在你的云端开启你的动态 Controller， 这个默认也是 Disable 的，然后至于说Edge Mesh Disable 掉呢，是为了 防止它和 CNI 互相干扰。然后为了开启 CNI 的话，你需要手动的在 HD 的这个配置文件里面加上这个 Network Plugin Name 是 CNI，然后后面的这个 Cluster DNS 和DOM 呢是为了给你的那个 pod 的etc 点 resolve 点 conf 文件设置那个正确的值。否则这个默认都是空，默认是空的话，他们那边你 pod 的 etc 的 resolve 点 conf 的那个配置可能会不太对。这就需要修改的地方。然后别的的话没有什么。然后就是因为 Flannel 默认是个 demo set，如果你把节点加入进去之后，它默认会给你的边缘的节点跑一个 Flannel， 但是因为它的默认的那个 Flannel 呢没有加这个参数，它默认是从 Kube 默认是启用的 inclusive 的那个配置，然后它是从那个pod 的那个环境变量来获取你的 Kube API Server 值。但是因为我们KubeEdge 呢就没有给你的没有在创建 pod 的时候注入那个环境变量，所以说你那个默认的那个 Flannel 跑起来之后会一直是fail 或者是失败，因为它拿不到那个环境变量，所以说呢你可能需要再把你的默认的那个 Flannel demo set 呢让它不要在你的边缘节点去创建那个 pod， 然后的话复制一份它的那个配置文件，然后只是改一下这个参数，然后的话让它只在你边缘去创建这个你需要的这个pod， 然后这样的话就整个就把 Flannel 跑起来了。然后把 Flannel 跑起来，Flannel 还依赖 CNI， 然后那个默认我看我们默认推荐是用的那个 Docker 去作为那个容器的运行环境，然后 Docker 的话一般是不负责去把你的 CNI 的组件下来，所以的话你还可能需要去手动的把你的 CNI 的二进制下来。然后如果你用的是 Container D 作为你的容器运行时的话，Container D 的安装里面，我记得它的官网是有2个文档，有一个文档它是包含了你的 CNI 的插件，是把这些二进制就都下来了。这个是取决于你用哪个容器。然后这个如果你把它整个构建，整个构建好的话，你会看到你的 Flannel 是正常的跑在你的这个边缘的节点，这是我的边缘节点，你会正常看到它是跑的 running 起来，然后接下来就是怎么把 ISO 部署的问题，安装 ISO 的话是用它官方的安装说明去安装就可以，然后最后你按 book info 的这个 example 的话，按它的官方的说法是你应该下到这个 sample 文件夹，然后会有一个 book info 的 YAML，然后你直接 apply 这个 YAML 的话应该就可以。然后因为我们是为了展示这个 book info 在这个边缘去跑，在边缘去跑的话，你可能需要加一个，按我说的说法，你可能需要去加你那个 node selector，这样的话这个保证这些 pod 呢都会在你的边缘跑起来。然后对应我这边的话就是，对，就是这些 pod，都是2-2，就是还有一个 sidecar， 然后它都在边缘这个节点跑起来。这是这个，然后的话，这里面有一个比较重要的东西是那个 kube proxy，我们的配置来说的话一般是。因为 kube proxy 可能会对 KubeEdge 有一些干扰，所以说，我们有2个选项，一个选项就是不要让 kube proxy 跑在边缘节点，还有一个选项是让它跑在边缘节点。如果 kube proxy 跑在了边缘节点，那么你这个例子只需要去在你的 YAML 文件，就是这个 book info 的这个 YAML 文件，只需要改那个 node selector， 就是只让它在边缘存在，剩下的别的东西就都可以了。然后你往下走，别的就都会成功。然后一直是不管是说你在任意一个节点去 call 你这个product page 的这个 pod，还是说是你创建这个 bookinfo 的 gateway，然后的话，像我这样在你这个在你的浏览器里面去看到它这3个红心、红色的、黑色的，还有红色、黑色，还有那个什么不可见的这种。对，这个就是表示它这个 bookinfo 这个例子是可以成功的跑起来。这边还有个问题，就是说如果你的 kube proxy 不跑在边缘节点，那么就是说你的 SVC 到 pod 的这一层的话，就是在你的边缘节点是不存在的。SVC 到 pod 这一层在边缘节点不存在的话，首先需要改几个地方，就是就是这个集群的 DNS 的这个配置呢，你就不能写一个这个 10.96.0.10是默认K8S 的 kube DNS 的 service 地址。你写这个地址的话，它会找不到 DNS，找不到这个 SVC 对应的 pod，它就最后路由不到。你这个地方可能会需要去把你的集群的 DNS 暴露出来，给一个就是那种共网可见的，或者说是在你的那个当前那个网络范围内可见的，或者说是给一个 pod 的地址。这个地方可能会需要改，如果你的 kube proxy 不在边缘节点。然后还有一个问题是你的这些都是2-2嘛，里面有个 sidecar，sidecar 的话，默认找的是 isto d 点isto d 点 isto 杠 system svc， 它默认是找的那个 isto d 的那个服务。然后的话，如果你的就是说你可以把这个地址，就是取决于你的网络情况，你可以把这个地址呢，用 host alias 在 pod 上写出来。这样的话，它就不会去说，不会去找不到说这个 SVC 的地址。你这样的话，这个地方不会始终显示1-2，就是这个 sidecar 不会始终跑不起来。这个是如果你 kube proxy 不在边缘节点的话需要考虑。如果你的 kube proxy 在边缘节点的话，我后面说这些都不需要考虑。这就是基本上一个情况，就是你的isto 的所有的控制面全部在云上，然后你的实际跑的这些微服务的 pod 呢全部在终端上，然后它中间的这些 gRPC 啊这些目前就这个例子而言还完全没有考虑说它跨云边的这种通信啊，或者说网络会不太好啊怎样的情况。我们下一步应该会考虑这部分。我大概说到这里，有什么问题吗？
喂，你好，我想问个问题，就是你去部署 Istio， 你是根据 Istio 官方文档去布的，对吧？我之前也尝试去根据 Istio 官方文档去布 Istio， 然后它会把 Istio 一些控制面组件部署到边缘上，然后导致 Istio 部署失败。然后解决方法的话，就是不让这些 Istio 控制组件去部署到边缘节点上。我想问一下，你也是这样处理的吗？
对，这个本来更好的方法应该是让 Istio 的这些控制组件也在边缘，然后你的实际的这个生产的 pod 也在边缘，这样的话，它不存在一个云边通信的问题。但是，我们测试这边发现，就是说这个 Istio 的控制面部署在边缘还有一些问题，所以就是只能是让它跑在这个云上。
然后你处理的方法也是去写它的节点亲和性，还是 node selector？
你可以这么干，这么干的话需要改YAML嘛，或者说你
对，
简单的就是把你的边缘节点加一个那个什么，加一个污点，这样的话它就不会过去了嘛。等你布完 Istio 之后，你再把这个污点删掉嘛，这就可以。
好了，谢谢。
我这里想问一下，就刚说的那个控制面跑在边缘，具体有什么问题吗？现在识别出来的？
这个坑就比较多，我一步一步踩完我就更新到那个什么上 Istio 上了。
我理解是它只是比如说向上面发起一个，比如说 listwatch 这种请求，我觉得应该，比如像跟 Flannel 这种区别应该不大。
对，它是这东西是你跑起来之后你会发现有些问题。你比如说那个 Flannel 跑起来实际上是刚开始Flannel 的话就跟 Kube APS 2的话大概就是看源码的话，它大概就是只是说获取一个 node。list 一个 node， 然后 watch 一个 node，然后的话，你看list node 的话，我们是测试没有问题，然后 watch 那个 node， 你看，我提了一个 PR， 不就是那个 watch 的那个问题找吧？但是呢，这个 watch 这块的话，应该还是有问题，就是我看源码里面那个 to do 里写的是 watch 的时候，把那个 results version 是直接相当于重置为0，然后去做 watch 的。这个跑这个 demo 没有问题，但是我不知道实际跑起来，会不会有别的问题？
对，那里我们还需要做一些 fix。刚说我们这个 demo 里面那个 KubeProxy 现在还没有布到边缘是吧？所以把那个就是那个 DNS 域名解析那个稍微改了一下，就直接到你那个 DNS 那边去。
我这个例子的话，就是说 KubeProxy 可以跑，也可以不跑。不跑的话，就是修改的地方会多；跑的话，就是修改的地方会少一些。
对 ，KubeProxy 应该用在比如说一些做域名解析的时候。
对，因为我把那个 Edge Mesh 给 disable 掉了嘛，就应该的话也没有什么干扰。如果大家都没有什么问题的话，那我就先取消屏幕共享，然后我们继续。
All right, so just now I went through the how to still KubeEdge. So basically in this demo, it's actually running the control plane in the Istio control plane in the cloud, and all the Istio agent and the servers are running on the edge nodes. And here's the issue link to check all the steps to make this happen. And one thing to worth mentioning is that, excuse me, in this case, you need to first install the Flannel CNI and also disable edge mesh to avoid the corner case issue. And then for the Flannel installation, you need to change the default configuration to manually indicate the API server URL to the local API endpoint provided by KubeEdge. And then when you, and another thing is that, for the default configuration of the Flannel, it's actually using daemon set, but default configuration didn't indicate the configuration to use the local API server endpoint. So you need to basically divide the Flannel deployment into two parts. One is the Flannel ports for the cloud nodes, and one is for the nodes on the edge. You can use either node affinity or node selector to restrict the two-part ports location. Yeah, and then for deploying Istio is actually easy. You can simply refer to the Istio official document to deploy the deploy all the components. And one thing worth mentioning here is that you may also change the configuration of the control plane components to make sure them stay on the cloud nodes, or you simply mark the edge nodes with a tent when you deploy the Istio to restrict the pod's location. And for another thing is that if you don't have kube proxy running on your edge nodes, you may need to change the DNS configuration. DNS configuration to an external address or some other address that is reachable from the edge node. If you have kube proxy on the edge nodes, it's easy. You can just keep the existing configuration, and then running the example is simply very easy. You can just refer to the document from Istio. Okay, so current demo the connection between cloud and the edge for the Istio components is not yet considered. So basically, currently it's running on a flat networking. So the next step may be added functionalities like rely on some gateway technology or message routing between cloud and edge to make sure all the KubeEdge requests can go through the channel provided by KubeEdge. All right. Thank you for your sharing. So next item. All right, next one, let's go through the 1.7 release development update. Okay. So for the list watch, I think for the main feature development has been done. So we just need to do more small fixes. For the CNI verification, Flannel is tested. Any new other CNI verified this week? No. All right. The CSI verification. Any updates on this? Okay, seems no update. So, how about the device API on the edge? Any update on this? 哎，设备这个有新的进展吗？
还要进一步的分析一下。
Still under analysis. And the custom message routing between cloud and edge. Any updates on this? 喂，声音有点小。声音有点小。
文浩，你说一下吧。
哎，谁来说一下？
哎 ，hello。
喂。
哎，custom 这个已经完成了，那个正在 review 中。
Okay, so it's already finished the first round of implementation. So currently waiting for review. Okay. And the multi-instance cloud core. Any updates on this? So this one is under analysis. Yeah. HD access native Kubernetes API. Any updates?哎，这个有进展吗？
这个最近可能会开始做这个。
现在在分析对吧？Okay. The mapper framework generator. Any updates on this?
这个才开始。
Market is under analysis. The Bluetooth mapper implementation refreshing.
这个有一个就是协云的有个同事已经做完了，然后我问了好几次他上不上传代码，他都说他来传，但是一直都没有进展。
那下来再问一下吧。
好的。
So this one will mark it waiting for PR submitted. Okay, the refactoring the stream with API network proxy. So this one is still under review. And API gateway to the edge. Any updates on this?
这个需要重新设计一下。
Mark it as with the update on the design. All right, so these are the major work for this release. All right, and now let's move to the next thing. The HDNS not resolving the DNS names. Who want to talk about this?
Hey Kevin, how are you?
Hi Vijay, how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. So first of all, I would like to thank all the KubeEdge developers. You guys are doing some great work. So currently, basically what I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to deploy Kafka, Apache Kafka, using a operator, which is like a string operator. Okay. What it basically does is like I basically say that, okay, deploy Kafka on all the edge nodes, and it would deploy Kafka on that. Now Kafka requires DNS resolutions on the edge. So basically, if something is if Cloud Core or the KubeEdge is able to resolve some DNS name, the edge should also be able to resolve the DNS name. And currently, this is not happening, probably because of the edge mesh or how it is working. So like in the issue itself, if you open that issue, I have told that, okay, how it should basically resolve. Like, for example, if you see here, I'm running some services in my Kafka project. And if you go down, like I'm able to do the DNS resolution on the Cloud Core. However, when I try to do that DNS resolution on the Edge core, I don't get that. So yeah, so currently basically the issue is that, and like Wangzi Zhang, if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, he said that currently the edge mesh does not resolve the domain name, and there are probably some problems. So I was wondering if it would be possible to work on this. Maybe like this is a showstopper for me right now, and I cannot proceed from this. So like if there is a way we can work together on this and resolve this together fast in a week or two, I would be very grateful for.
Okay, I see the issue. So maybe you can also try using kubeproxy instead of edge mesh. So actually, we actually want to refactor the edge mesh implementation recently.
Okay. So if I'm using kubeproxy, because like by default we are disabling the kubeproxy when we are running the edge core. If we are running kubeproxy, would the DNS resolution would work via that?
Yes, actually, in the previous talk we have about the running Istio booking for demo.
Okay.
The guy also mentioned the similar thing that if you are using kubeproxy, you can just use the vanilla cluster DNS configuration. Otherwise, you need to make the DNS. If you're not using edge mesh, you can also publish the DNS IP address and manually change the DNS IP address here.
Okay, so when like here I see that okay, he has okay. If we mention the cluster DNS like this, would it resolve automatically?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I can try that. So like I can just make this change very quickly and see if it works. If it works, that's great. Otherwise, I would be grateful if we can work on this. Yeah.
Sure. Another thing to mention that you need also install the CNI in this case.
Okay.
Yeah, if you are using the portable IP, you need to install CNI. Otherwise, if you may also run the DNS on the host network mode, and you can point it to the node IP address.
Okay. So if I understand correctly, one solution is basically run kubeproxy and see if it works. The second solution is change the edge core YAML and try to put network plugin name CNI and cluster DNS and cluster domain name. Yeah. And the third one is like, okay, maybe we can work on the edge DNS refactoring. Yeah. Okay. All right. I will try the first two, and I might contact you, or like let me know whom I can contact you for, like whom I can contact for this. Yeah.
Sure. I think just update the details on the issue and remind us in the Slack.
Okay. All right. Sure. Cool. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. Any other things to discuss today? Okay. 今天大家还有讨论的内容吗？
还有个关于 Edge Mesh 的，刚刚有没有给大家同步一下？就是 Edge Mesh 后面就是 Edge Mesh 的那个维护者想把它就是拆到那个独立库。
这个谁再来介绍一下吧？上次讲过一次是吧？
对，就是后面大家如果基于我们 1.6 的那个 ListWatch 可以用原生的 kubeproxy、CNI 这些也可以，然后后面的话Edge Mesh 也可以用，对，都是可选的。
喂，那我就简单讲一下，就是我们哎，峰哥听得到吗？
我问一下你要共享吗？
我暂时不用共享吧，因为我自己没有准备材料。就是简单说一下，就是Edge Mesh 打算就是从 KubeEdge 库抽出来，但是为了保持以前兼容性，就是原来的那些 Edge Mesh 在 KubeEdge 目录下的那些 Edge Mesh，它不会去不会去删掉，然后后面就会以一个独立仓库的形式去呈现，然后后面会以一个容器的方式去部署在边缘上面，然后后面也会去增加一些新的功能，大概就是这些。
对，你把那个 proposal 的地址在那个里面再贴一下吧，在那个meeting notes里。
好。
So we actually have mentioned this idea on the community meetings before. So there was a proposal discussing that we're trying to move the Edge Mesh code to a standalone repository. So make it and also improve the implementation to make it more modular plugin model. So with that, people are easier to use maybe part of the Edge Mesh functionalities in different cases. For example, Edge Mesh provides its own CNI implementation in itself, and also building the internal load balancing, also known as the class API, but we have some difference on that implementation. And also Edge Mesh provided the node level DNS resolution. These are what the Edge Mesh functionalities so far. So in different cases, people may want to use the third-party CNI plugin, or even run Kube proxy on the edge nodes. So in that case, the node level DNS resolution is unique to the deployments. So maybe people will just enable the node level DNS provided by Edge Mesh together with third-party CNI plugin, and also the running the proxy on edge nodes. And in the longer term, we may also provide more advanced functionalities to support like L7 traffic routing, and also better integrated with Istio and other service technologies. So in recent discussion about this is that Jiezhang will go on verify the code to see how it works with all the code in a standalone repository. And after we have a working version, they will then make it an official repository under KubeEdge GitHub organization. And after we have a stable version, we will remove the current Edge Mesh code on the main repository. Yeah, please, Jiezhang, add the proposal link to the meeting notes, and we need to keep tracking on this. So just add it to the meeting notes. Right. Any other things to discuss? Or do you have any questions? 哎，大家还有没有什么问题要讨论？
Kevin, just one more question. So currently, we install KubeEdge using KEDM, which is the recommended method. So like, let's say that, okay, currently I have installed a version 1.6, and tomorrow or like whenever you release another new version 1.7, what should I actually do? Should I like all on the edge nodes, I should do KEDM reset and then again do KEDM init with the new version, or how do I like do the upgrade process?
Yeah, so currently you have to go through the reset and init. But one thing you can do is actually you can, if you want to keep your existing data and applications, you can just backup or the SQLite DB file, and also the export the you don't need to export the YAMLs on the in the cloud, because you don't need to reinstall the Kubernetes cluster. Yeah, then resetting the KubeEdge installation is enough to make the upgrade happen.
Okay, so basically reset the edge core and then again do the join.
Yeah, yeah.
But in that case, like, wouldn't be there two joins? Like, for example, when we do the reset, does it also remove the node from the cloud core?
Yeah, so maybe another way is that you can just stop the edge core and replace it with the new edge core binary.
Okay.
But one thing you need to check is that in some release we may have some configuration upgrade. So typically we will mention that change in the release notes if there's any such kind of update.
Yeah. Okay. But on a safer and easier side, most would be like, okay, you just stop the edge core service and then replace the binary to a newer version, and ideally that should work.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. Any other things to discuss? 哎，大家看一下有没有其他的问题。
还有就是我们那个刚刚那个 release tracking 里面的一些特性，如果大家有兴趣，可以加入进来一起开发。
对。So currently on the release tracking the feature list, actually there are some features need more contributors. For example, verification of the third-party CNI and the CSI, and also some of the features we are reviewing the design again. So if you are interested in working on any of these, please feel free to join.
那个 SIG device API 和这个 gateway，这个 owner 可以换一下哈。大家如果有兴趣，可以这里可以刷新。
还有哪个呢？是
SIG device 第4个。
这个对吧？ All right. For these two, we actually need new feature owner on this. So yeah, please add your name if you are interested in working on this. All right. So if no other things to discuss, let's wrap up the meeting today. Okay. Thank you all for joining the KubeEdge community meeting today again, and the next weekly meeting will be 31st March. It will be a Europe-friendly time next week. Okay. Thank you all for joining. See you next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Kevin. Bye. Take care.
Bye.